Hello peoples, welcome back to another episode of World of Warcraft Dungeon Progression Challenge. Today's episode 23 and we're starting with the Steam Vaults. This dungeon portal can be found immediately to the left of the Serpentine Cavern raid portal within Coilfang Reservoir. And if you've been watching with the series, you'll know that it is right in the middle of Zanger Marsh, right here. Just swim underwater and find your way through the pipe, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So you start out coming out into this big old whatever room here. Bunch of pipes, machinery hanging around, and one important thing, there's a lot of patrols and these bog overlords. So be careful where you go and what you pull. Ultimately, you want to head to the northeastern part of this area. See, this is the big space you have to work with. Try not to pull more than your group can handle, if at all possible. And also, while you're trying to kill things, upgrade! Thank you. While you're trying to kill things, be mindful of anything that could approach that may also pull and, you know, cause trouble and ruin your day. So, eventually you come up here, kill these things. Nothing I can really use or want to. And the last set of mobs before first boss is down, and you come to Hydromancer Thespia. First you want to kill the ads, of course, such as, you know, normal for any encounter. She casts a damage over time on a certain player. I don't know, I forget what it does, but it's a magic debuff that the healer can cleanse, and she also casts a thunderstorm that can easily be moved out of. You take damage as long as you are within the area. I think that's it. She may have one other thing. Oh, and before you leave the room, make sure you click on this thing, the access panel, because there's another one elsewhere in this instance that, when activated along with the first, grants you entryway into the final chamber. So then, just make your way south of Hydromancer Thespia to this, I guess, archway. Kill the guards, and make your way to the next chamber, where you will stick to the right and make your way to the second boss. Mechgineer Steamrigger. What is a Mechgineer anyway? I know what an engineer is. Mechgineer, mechanical engineer? That's not right, but then, well, I guess you could call him mechanical engineer if he was one, but then it wouldn't be a very know-me type name. Now, there's this NPC here. I think he's for a quest, if I remember. Yeah, that's right. He's probably for one of the quests given to you at the start of the instance. I didn't bother picking them up. Oh yeah, and as with the Steam Vault, Slave Fence, if you kill the Slave Masters with any aggroed Drakehood slaves or broken, they will turn back to neutral and just run away. Usually. Except I killed that one too fast, and, you know, the programmy type stuff didn't happen as it was supposed to. And I don't think this one there particularly was meant to go neutral. So, good riddance. See ya. Okay, Steamrigger's room. You get a couple groups of leper gnomes. They're easy to dispatch.
It's too far away.
I mean, they are gnomes after all. Swat. And he's got a few ads. Now, well, another ad fight. You want to take out the ads first, and also, throughout the encounter, I think at certain HP thresholds, he summons other ones. Here's one. Oh yeah, you get the idea. Mask of Penance. Oh, nuts. It's a intellect helm. Oh, and here's the panel after Steamrigger. So, with those two broken, activated. Well, that pretty much opens the door to the last boss, Warlord Cal the Thresh. Okay, let's speed this up to get back to the second room. And you'll see that the door is now open. I think the door was raised. I'm really not sure because I'm never there to see it open because I'm way in the other boss room when it does. Anyways, it opens and you got these four guarding the entrance because, whoa, somebody has shown up. Danger. Defend the steam vaults. And you got a couple tightly packed groups in here. A group of 4 to greet you, group of 4 on the right, and another one on the left. So careful of your AoE attacks and things like that. Boss is Warlord Calithresh. Yes. Pretty fun boss, actually. Apart from Spell Reflect, once in a while he'll channel something to these water tanks throughout the room, and it's your job to destroy them before he finishes his cast, or else he gains some kind of buff. Let me see if he'll actually do it here in a second. There's Spell Reflection. And there's the thing he's doing to the water tank. You'll see this red line here. And what happens once he's finished? Well, I assume it breaks. There it is. Physical damage increased 75% and attack speed increased 70%. And it looks like he can use it again if he wants to. 10 minutes remaining. Okay, so that's really something you don't want to happen. No upgrades. Nuts. Alright, next one is Shadow Labyrinth. Let's head on over there. Alright, now back in Auchindoun, Shadow Labs is the southern dungeon entrance, you know, from the center in the Auchindoun. Ta-da! Now, it used to be you needed a key to open that, but not anymore. You would get it from Heroic Sethic Halls. I'm not out of range. What are you talking about? So, that's Sethic... no. Shadow Labyrinth. Bunch of cultists and cabal and stuff. Big room to start out with. Best way to proceed through here would be to hug the left side wall. And, you know, I think a bunch of these certain mobs stun or something. So, it makes it pretty hard to pull a bunch and make your way through and kill them all at the end. Just be mindful of little groups on the side and things like that. There it is, the knockdown. Thanks, guys. I did not need that. Oh yeah, you can get quite a lot of Mark of Sargeras if you're trying to farm Aldor rep. So make your way through this, I guess, C-shaped hallway to the first boss, where you have to pretty much stop all these ritualists channeling into these crystal altar pillar things. There are 6 groups, plus a couple of fellow overseers that patrol the area. Now, be careful of the overseers, because I'm pretty sure they do something that can be very dangerous, even if pulled by themselves. So just try to make sure you don't... oh man, look at this. I might want to line of sight these. Everybody, come over this way. Thank you so much. Okay, that was weird. Why didn't that one die? 3 more. 1, 2. Touch that one over. Line of sight on this one. Now you'd think I would be able to engage Ambassador to Helmaw right away, but no, you can't. He's immune to all damage and things. Until you destroy the ritualists. Fell armament? Nope. I don't think he does anything special, just standard Doom card things. Oh, and if you continue behind him, you'll find something to where you complete one of the quests in this place. So, the next area is just right over here, and there's the boss, Blackheart, the Inciter. This is kind of dangerous because there's a lot of mobs packed closely together in a large space. Oh, also, the whole room pulls if you pull Blackheart before clearing it. Let me pull all this first. Ta-da! So I don't have much to deal with later on. And also, there's one or two stealth orc rogues around here somewhere. I don't think those pull with the boss. They are the only exception. So once I pull Blackheart, the rest will follow. Here they come. Blackheart's unique ability is that he, I guess, mind controls all players and causes them to fight each other. You can sort of treat it as a AoE effect, where all players take damage at a time and you won't be able to react to it until it's over. He also did a stomp there, if you saw it, or if you were watching for it. Intellect necklace. Where are all the upgrades? Hopefully I'll be getting something from heroics. I'm going to see if he does anything special. Insight chaos, that was the mind control, charge, war stomp. No, that's it. Now I don't know if I've said this, but for heroics, I'm going to do a regular speed playthrough of the first heroic I run in Burning Crusade, and the first one in Wrath, for Wrath Dungeons, just to get a measure of how strong mobs and bosses are in those places. And, you know, that'll pretty much show you just how difficult each one thereafter will be. And since you've already seen me run through these places before, I'll just do I guess a quick video version of me killing only the bosses and not running through the places. And might throw in some music or something, you know, just to speed it up. Plus I have to, well, it's something I figured out I could do to speed things along to finish up the series before Legion hits. And Legion class changes happen. Hey, new recipe. Thank you. Okay, so next room in this hallway is, what's his name? Grandmaster Vorpal. I believe he is a quest mob in, what is it? Terracar Forests in Draenor. So you got a pile of skeletons up on the hills here. They are not even elite, so they can be easily killed. And there's also a few Kabbalists and stuff. Careful you don't pull too many. Oh, one thing as a mage, one of these uses Metamorphosis to change into a core Fellhound. A mage can spell steal that and turn into a Fellhound himself. So what Vorpal does is he summons Voidwalkers that come through these little portal things. When they reach him, something happens. Let me see. When a Void Traveler reaches Vorpal, it explodes, inflicting shadow damage to everyone in 40 yards. So yeah, I don't want to take shadow damage. And yeah, looks like they die along with him. Reduces threat to enemies. Well, that's pretty much useless. I'm the only thing eligible to have threat. Unless I somehow get a trinket that summons companions, like the, what is it? Barav Servant Caller? And Murmur, final boss of Shadow Labyrinth. You gotta fight your way through executioners and summoners and things who are, I guess, trying to subdue him. Now, it is because of their summoning Murmur that the Akadun was exploded and things aren't very nice. Now, don't worry. The three closest to the Murmur will not pull him if you pull them. Come on, I need some green upgrades. I never thought I'd say that. I never really understood how this fight worked. But anyways, he starts at 40% health. But don't worry, 156k is pretty standard for an end boss. And, I don't know, his abilities are pretty unique. Let me see. Sonic Boom hits all players in 34 yards. Reduced movement speed. Pulls all players towards him. I guess he follows that up with a Sonic Boom. Resonance. When there's no players in melee range, well, that's never going to be a problem because the tank should be in melee range. Murmur's Touch. One player pulses with energy for 14 seconds. When it fades, a shockwave of energy inflicts nature damage and silences all players within 20 yards of the affected player. So if you get Murmur's Touch, move 20 yards away from anyone else to minimize the fallout damage. Not damage, more like the bad effects and the bad things that's gonna happen. No upgrades. Could I have gotten anything at all in here? Warrior, one-hand sword. I don't use this. Healer mace. Shoulders. 2 sockets could help. Yeah. Speaking of sockets, I have to get going and gem this helm. Okay then, this has been episode 23. Yes. Of Dungeon Progression Challenge. If you liked this video, leave a like, and if you want to follow along with the series or anything else in my channel, if you want to follow along, feel free to subscribe. Okay, till next time when I run, let me see my list. Shattered Halls in Hellfire Citadel and Mechanar. Okay, till then, be well, stay well, and farewell.